Today we are going to learn about concept of diversity and types of diversity. Diversity by itself can mean many things. The definition itself is a form of diversity. Meanings range from a state or fact of being diverse or different to a variety of options. The important point in the formal meaning is that it indicates there is a point of difference. This means diversity broadly refers to many demographic variables. There are several other areas. However, well-known areas of diversity include race, religion, color, gender and nationality. In the internal dimensions of diversity, an individual has no control over these characteristics. These characteristics are assigned at birth, such as age, race, ethnicity, gender and physical ability. Next, we are moving on to diversity in Indian society. The source of diversity in India may be traced through a variety of ways. The most obvious ones are the ethnic origins, religions, castes, tribes, languages, social customs, cultures and subcultural beliefs, political philosophies and ideologies, geographical variations and so on. The first thing we are going to see about racial diversity. A race is a large biological human grouping with a number of distinctive inherited characteristics which vary within a certain range. There are 7 racial classifications in Indian society. The first one is Turco-Iranian. People having this strain in their blood are mainly found in Balochistan and Afghanistan, which are now outside the political borders of India. The next race is the Indo-Aryan. This strain is mainly found in East Punjab, Rajasthan and Kashmir, especially among the people belonging to the castes of Rajput, Khattri and Jat. The third race is the Scytho-Dravidian. It is a mixed racial type of Scythians and Dravidians. People having this racial ancestry are said to be found in Saurashtra, Coorg and hilly tracts of Madhya Pradesh. The fourth race is the Aryo-Dravidian. It is a mixture of Indo-Aryan and Dravidian races. They are mainly found in UP and Bihar, while the Aryan element is more pronounced among the Brahmins and other higher caste people. The Dravidian element is more prominent among the Harijans and other lower caste people of these regions. The fifth race is the Mongolo-Dravidian. This racial type, formed out of the intermixture of Dravidian and Mongolian races, is believed to be Brahmins and the Kayasthas of Bengal and Odisha. The sixth race is Mongoloid. This racial element is mainly found among the tribal people of northeast frontier of Assam. Seventh caste is the Dravidian. The people of South India and Madhya Pradesh are claimed to be of this stock. Risley has not referred to the presence of Nigerito element in Indian population. These 7 racial types can however be reduced to 3 basic races, namely the Dravidian, the Mongolian and the Indo-Aryan. Next we are moving on to the principal races in India. The first is the pre-Dravidian, second is the Dravidian, third one is the Indo-Aryan, fourth one is the Indo-Alpine and the fifth one is the Mongolian. Shall we see about religious diversities? There is also to be found an equal variety of religions. All the word religions are found here: Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Islam and Christianity. All have their sects and subdivisions. As per the religious census data of 2011 released by the Registrar General and Census Commissioner in 2011, stated that different religious groups comprised of Hindu population, that is 79.8%, Muslims are 14.2%, Christians are 2.3%, Sikh are 1.7%, Buddhists are 0.7%, Jain are 0.4% and other religions are 0.7% and religion not stated are 0.2%. Let us see about Hinduism. It is an amalgamation of Indo-Aryan, Dravidian and pre-Dravidian religious elements. It is a religion of majority of the people of India. The followers of Hinduism believe in the policy of karma, dharma, rebirth, immortality of soul and salvation. Hinduism allows a number of possible conceptions of God. It also prescribes various alternative paths of attaining God. The Sakta, the Shaiva, the Satnami, the Lingayat, the Kabir Panthi, the Brahma Samaj, the Arya Samaj are the different sects of Hinduism. The next religion is Islam. Islam, the religion of the Muslims, originated in Arabia. It came to India towards the last quarter of the 12th century AD with the Muslim invasions. The Muslim rulers in India patronized it. They established long dynastics over large chunks of the country and encouraged conversions from Hinduism and Buddhism. Islam does not believe in idol worship. It professes the fatalistic acceptance of Allah will and considers Prophet Muhammad as the greatest prophet. The next religion is Christianity. Christians in India constitute more than 2% of its population. They are very widely scattered all over the country, but they are mainly concentrated in the south and especially in Kerala, where they form nearly 25% of the state's population. In the north, Christianity has spread rather sporadically. There are mainly three sects in Christianity, that are Roman Syrian, Roman Catholic and Protestants. The next religion is Sikhism. It was founded by Guru Nanak in the 16th century AD. Sikhs were originally a part of the Vaishnava sect before they converted to it. Sikhism was later developed by a line of Sikh gurus who succeeded Guru Nanak. According to Rose, the Sikh creed involves belief in one God. It prohibits idolatry, pilgrimage to the great shrines of Hinduism, faith in omens, charms or witchcrafts, and does not recognize ceremonial impurity at birth and death. The next religion is Buddhism. It originated in India during the 6th century BC. Its founder was Gautama the Buddha. Buddhism enjoyed royal patronage for a long period beginning from the great emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BC. As a result, Buddhism spread not only in India but also in countries outside India. It has two sects, namely the Hinayana and the Mahayana. At present, Buddhists are found in Sikkim and adjoining hills. They are also found in Maharashtra. The next religion is Jainism. Lord Mahavir established Jainism in India in the 6th century BC. It is very close to Hinduism. Many of the Hindu doctrines are retained in it. Jains, like the Hindus, they worship the cows. They often worship in the Hindu temples and also employ the services of the Brahmin priest in their domestic rites. Jains are mainly urban people and are found in the town and cities of Punjab, UP, Rajasthan, Gujarat and Maharashtra. The next religion is Zoroastrianism or Parsi. The Parsis are the followers of Zoroaster of Zarathustra, came to India in the 7th century AD from Persia in order to escape the forcible conversions to Islam. They worship fire. They expose their dead on the so-called towers of silence to be eaten up by vultures so that the elements earth, fire and water are not defiled by the contact of the dead matter. Their number in India is negligible. They are about 1 lakh in total, half of which live in the city of Mumbai alone. As they are mainly urban, they are the most literate and are on the top of the economic ladder in India. Next one is animism. It is mainly a tribal faith. In India, there are about 25 million people who believe in animism. It is a primitive religion according to which man is believed to be surrounded by a number of impersonal ghostly powers. These powers are said to reside in rocks, rivers, trees, stones like that. The above discussion makes it amply clear that India is a land of numerous religions. It is in view of this religions diversity that independent India has declared secularism as one of the main principles of its state policy. The next thing is linguistic diversity. India is called the veritable Tower of Babel. India presents a spectacle of museum of tongues. Reports and research studies stated the presence of 1652 languages in India. Most of the languages are spoken in North India. This multiplicity of languages creates a new social cleavages in the already divided population of India. The Indian languages can, however, be grouped into 4 different speech families, that are the Indo-Aryan, the Dravidian, the Aztec and Sino-Tibetan. Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi, Assami, Bengali, Odia, Gujarati, Marathi and Kashmiri belong to the Indo-Aryan speech family. The Dravidian linguistic group includes 4 southern languages, namely Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and Malayalam. The tribes of central India speak Aztec languages and the tribes of northeastern India speak the Sino-Tibetan languages. As a result, the domiciles of particular states speak a particular language and the Constitution of India has recognized 22 major languages. The Dravidian language includes Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and Kannada. English, Portuguese and French are included in the European language family. Portuguese and French are mostly spoken by people in Goa and Pondicherry respectively. Hindi has been accepted as the official language in India. English remains an associate language. Thus, linguistic diversity has posed a major threat to the unity and existence of our country. The next thing is caste and class diversity. As a form of stratification, the caste is peculiar to the Indian society. It may be called as an extreme form of closed class system. The status of individuals in the social hierarchy of determined by birth. The caste system is also found in other parts of the world, but not in a complete form as it is evinced in India. The Indian caste system is divided into the Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Sudras. It is not confined to Hindus alone. We also find castes among other communities like Muslims, Christians and Sikhs. It is believed that there are about 3000 castes in India. From this, one can well imagine the extent of caste diversity in India. Every society classifies its population into different segments on the basis of occupation, wealth or education, which are considered predominant characteristics of class. Persons belonging to particular segment of society are pronounced as a separate class. They formulate their own values and aspirations for the efficient functioning of their community. Stronger the class consciousness, greater are the chances of social conflicts. In India, which is also a closed society, the class consciousness has been intensified by the pace of social and economic change, and this has threatened the old social order. The next thing is tribe. Tribes have been defined as a group of indigenous people with shallow history having common name, language and territory, tied by strong relationship bonds, practicing endogamy, having distinct customs, rituals and beliefs, simple social rank and political organization, common ownership of resources and technology. However, in India, many of these characteristics are shared by castes. This raises the problem as to how to distinguish them from castes. There have been other conceptual attempts to define tribes. They have been considered as a stage in the social and cultural evolution. Some others have considered that the production and consumption among the tribes are household based, and unlike peasants, they are not part of the wider economic, political and social network. Geographically, the tribes are concentrated in 5 regions, namely Himalayan region, Middle India, Western India, Southern India and the island regions. The next thing is geographical diversity. Geographically, India can be divided into 4 regions. The first is the Himalayan region or the northern mountain wall that extends from Kashmir in the west to Assam in the east. This region includes Kashmir, Kangra, Tehri, Kumaon, Nepal, Sikkim and Bhutan. The second region is the great and big northern plains which are provided with water by the rivers like Indus, Ganges, Brahmaputra. Due to this, the region is most fertile and productive. The third region is comprised of the plateau of the central India and the Deccan. The western Ghats and the eastern Ghats are structured on the 2 sides of the Deccan which meets at Nilgiris. The Coromandel coast stands between the eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. Apart from this, feudalism has been an important part of Indian polity after the Mauryan period and has virtually controlled the political system since 8th century onwards. It ensured that whenever the central authority weakened, the local lord would strive to become independent. A number of local kingdoms like Awadh, Bengal and Hyderabad arose after the decline of Mughal Empire. Support of such rulers helped in developing local dialects and culture, helping the region to grow into a separate and linguistic identity. Regional identity thus is a combination of geographical and cultural identities, and regional consciousness invariably evolves from either or both of these characteristics. When this regional consciousness is coupled with economic disparities, it brings in a contradiction between the community and the state, and the community starts demanding a separate administrative setup in the form of state or autonomous councils where they can preserve their socio-cultural identity and look after well-being of their people, which according to them are neglected. While some such movements have led to successful creation of states, others like Telangana have not been so successful. The region between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats is known as the Konkan up and Goa beyond, which it is known as Karnataka, while the southernmost part is known as Malabar coast or Kerala. Undivided India is as large as Europe without Russia. India contains about one-fifth of the total population of whole world. Thus, the physical features of the country, with its numerous rivers and lofty mountains, favors speculative bent of mind among people living in these geographical regions. This geographical feature promoted the growth of composite culture of the country. The next one is social diversity. The people differ considerably in social habits. They differ in their dresses, customs, food habits and manners. Different kinds of festivals are observed in different parts of the country by different categories of people. The next thing is diversity due to foreign influence. India is a large country with different geopolitical conditions in different parts of the country. This has brought differences in social evolution of the groups living in different parts of the country. Apart from the geopolitical diversity, interactions with foreigners due to invasions, trade and missionary activities have also led to foreign influences and social groups coming to India. All these have impacted the Indian society in one way or another. A large number of foreign invaders communities like Greeks, Kushans, Saaks and Hunans settled in India and were in the due course assimilated in Hinduism while retained some of their characteristics and hence formed different social groups. Muslims maintained their separate religious identity but adapted themselves to Indian conditions, creating yet another category of social groups. The next thing is unity in diversity. The meaning of unity in diversity is existence of oneness even after various differences. India is the best example for this concept of unity in diversity. Unity in diversity is based on the concept where the individual or social differences in physical attributes, skin color, caste, creed, cultural and religion practices that is not looked upon as a conflict. Rather, these differences are looked upon as varieties that enrich the society and the nation as a whole. Unity in diversity is a very important principle because we all live in a diverse world and it is crucial to respect each other and support each other, no matter what our culture, background, gender, orientation or other differences may be. India is a large country, different regions observe variations in climate. The spoken language of one state is quite different from that of another. They wear different types of garments, they celebrate different festivals and they perform varied religious rites. We can see very clearly here that people of different religions, creeds, castes, languages, cultures, lifestyle, dressing sense, faith in God, rituals of worship live together with harmony under one roof means on one land of India. People living in India are the children of one mother whom we call Mother India. India is a vast and most populated country of the world where people of different religions, that is Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, Sikhism, Jainism, Christianity and Parsis live together, but everyone believes in one theory of Dharma and Karma. People here are God fearing in nature and believe in purification of soul, rebirth, salvation, luxury of heaven, punishments of hell. People here celebrate their festivals very peacefully without harming other religious people. In spite of these diversities, Indians feel a sense of unity and oneness among them. Thus, we conclude that India is a land of unity in diversity. Hope you understand the concept of diversity. Thank you, students.